Hey Libras, I'm Drea with Abundant Life Divination, and this is going to be your reading for November 2022. We're going to take a look at the month ahead and what Spirit wants you to know. So, the area of your life that Spirit wants you to focus on is going to be giving. And let's pull an oracle card to see what energy is surrounding this reading for you. Off to an interesting start because I straight had butterfingers when I was pulling the topic card, but we'll see how that fits in. And the card that we have for you is Clean It Up. So my Libras out there, I have to say that I'm doing this reading with a little bit of a smile on my face because as the giving card came out, like it was hard fought. Like there were cards going all over the place. I don't know if you could see that on video or not, but followed up by the Clean It Up card, it feels as though there's a sense of you taking back power where you may have been giving a lot to other people and not getting a whole lot in return. And it feels as though for the month of November, Spirit is asking you to think about where it is that you're giving your time and your energy and your emotions and asking yourself, what am I getting out of this? Now, if you get a sense of satisfaction about just giving, and getting nothing in return, that's wonderful. You're a much better person than I am. But I think at some point, most people expect that, when they give of themselves to other people, there's some level of reciprocity that comes back. You don't want to be in a position where you're constantly giving and you receive absolutely nothing in return. Those times that you've given support to people, and when you need support, they're nowhere to be found. And so I almost feel like Spirit is asking you to go through and take inventory of the people, places, things, situations that are contributing to your life in a positive way. And for those people, places, things, and situations that are not, perhaps it's time to do a little bit of cleaning house. Not saying that you can't interact with them or engage with them at all, but are they providing value to you? Are you getting something beneficial from your engagement with them? Whether it's a person, a friend, whether it's a job, whether it's your living situation, are you getting what you need from those relationships? And if not, perhaps is a good time to reevaluate their role in your life and how much you give to them. So let's dig into some tarot and see what other messages that we have for you. Starting off with your energy going into the new month, into November 2022. Look at that. We have the 10 of Swords in reverse. This to me is all about healing, where the 10 of Swords is typically about someone who has been profoundly hurt, backstabbed, betrayed. Like they are laying here, they got all these swords jabbing through them. I feel like for a lot of my Libras out there that you are on a path to healing. That things that have happened to you, people who have disappointed you, situations that have left you feeling hurt, a little bit empty, maybe even a little bit bitter, and righteously so, you're figuring out how to move past those things. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So upright, the Knight of Pentacles brings instability, right? But it's also one of the slowest moving knights in the deck, the slowest moving knight in the tarot deck. So it feels like this has been a very long and drawn out process, but you're coming to the end of it. Things are now starting to pick up in your life. Now that you've gone through your healing process, I think you've gone through a period of isolation, a period of thinking through things, being very analytical. And so now you're moving forward at a much faster pace towards stability and growth, whereas you were, I think, kind of a little bit stuck, right? In this energy of just being exhausted by things that have happened to you. So it's a good energy that you have coming into November. Very much healing, very much finding your footing, getting more stable in your life. Now, something that you may think about leaving behind in November, we have the we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So the Three of Pentacles, when it's upright, is all about partnership. It's about working with people, friendships, engagement. And again, I think this energy that you had previously was one of isolation, where you just sort of distanced yourself from folks because of so much disappointment and hurt that you experienced. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, hey, Libra, you had your moments, you got through it, you've processed everything, you've started to heal. Maybe you're not 100%, right? But you've gotten to the point where you can re-engage with the rest of the world. Now is the time for you to get back out there. You were not meant to be an individual who was just by themselves, who didn't really explore other people, who didn't sort of get out and talk and engage and meet folks and learn about them and let them show you who they are. We have that clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So this is a small energy, right? The pages are young, they're new, they're a little bit unwise, but they bring things into you. And so, the Page of Pentacles is about stability. It's about material goods. It's not so much about emotion or thoughtfulness or anything like that, but it is about foundations. So I think that you're sort of cutting off people also started cutting off your ability to create these new bonds, these new relationships with people around you. And so I feel like Spirit is saying that you've done enough work to be able to leave that like lone wolf energy behind you. And this is not saying that you have to go all in and give your heart to somebody or invest everything you have in people or situations, but using your discernment, the lessons that you've learned from this disappointment and heartbreak, dip your toe back in. It's okay. It's a good thing. Now, how you can make the most of this new month, we're starting off with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, again, the Queen of Cups, when it's upright, is someone who has this big, beautiful cup of love and giving to offer everyone around her. There's a sense of abundance that's surrounding this person. But Libra, you've learned your lesson. You have learned your lesson in spades. And it's like somebody who's been to prison talking about, I ain't never going back. Libra, I don't think that you're going back to that ultra giving mindset that you've had before. So with the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is saying to me that you have now gained the ability to sort of modulate what it is and how much that you give to the people around you. It's almost as if you have gotten the ability to sort of evaluate people on their merits, like, is it worth me investing 100% in this person? Or should I start off with maybe 15% and see how it goes from there? This is you not giving everything to everybody all of the time. And look at that. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the first message that popped in my head when this card flipped over is Captain Save-A-Ho. And I think that Libra, you have been trying to save hoes since the beginning of time. And every hoe does not want to be saved. Okay? Every hoe cannot be saved. So instead of throwing all of your energy behind people who are not going to appreciate it and who are not going to in some way reciprocate the energy that you've given to them, dial it back. Dial it back. We have two cards in reverse of, arguably the most giving royal in the deck, right? This very feminine, nurturing, loving energy. Spirit is telling you that everybody is not deserving of all of that goodness. And it's going to be up to you to figure out who those people are and what they deserve from you. Some people may deserve 100%. Some people may deserve none, But I think that you've gained that ability to make that determination for yourself. Now, something that you need to explore in your journey moving forward is the Four of Swords. This is a card of rest. This is a card of calm. This is a card of contemplation. So make sure that you take time to yourself. as you're moving forward, because you've given everything to everybody else. And I don't think that you've given yourself that same level of consideration, Libra. So having those self-care Sundays, taking yourself out to dinner, sitting in nature, going on vacations, going for a walk by yourself, and just enjoying your own company is something that you might need to get back to, so that you have enough energy for yourself before you even think about giving energy to other people. And we also have the Hanged Man in reverse. This is being firm. This is setting your boundaries. This is not being indecisive going forward. Because I think that for the sake of preserving the peace and maintaining relationships with people, you may have let people overstep. And so part of taking care of yourself, part of these quiet moments, is reaffirming that you know what's best for you, that you know what you need, and you're not going to let other people sort of encroach on this bubble of security that you have set around yourself. And if they do, chop chop, bye, clean and house, you have to go. Because if you don't respect where I am in life and what my boundaries are, what I'm willing to do and what I'm capable of doing, then there's literally no reason for you to be around. You're not going to enhance my journey at all. So something to be mindful of this month, we have the Lovers in reverse, and let's see if we can clarify that. But what I'm feeling off the break is that some people are not going to be particularly happy with you now taking care of yourself, with you dialing back your energy and effort and what you give to other people. And we have Death in reverse. So understand that there are going to be people around you that do not want this change to happen. They do not want you to shift the focus to yourself. They want you to keep giving and giving and giving. So expect that when you start pulling your energy back and pouring it back into you, that there are going to be some people who are very unhappy with this change that's happening. They want things to stay the same. And they might try and convince you that you're being selfish, that you're doing the wrong thing. They might try and gaslight you and make you feel like you don't care about them. And you can say, you know what? Yeah, I care about you, but I have to care about me more. And that is absolutely nothing to apologize for. You're doing what's best for you. You are getting out of the healing phase. You are walking into a new chapter of your life. And if people cannot accept, respect, or embrace the fact that you are doing what you need to do to make sure that you're okay, then you might need to reconsider their role in your life. So messages from Spirit, we have make a plan, and we also have express your joy. So this making a plan, this again is you being very thoughtful in the energy that you put out. Who is it that you want to invest in? What is it that you want to invest in? After you have invested in yourself, this is you creating your boundaries so that you won't end up in this Ten of Swords energy again. This is about self-protection and self-preservation. And expressing your joy, this is living life on your terms. Now, these people can be upset that they're no longer the center of your universe, that you're no longer going to break your back to make sure that they're okay. That's for them to worry about. That has nothing to do with you. You are not in control of anybody else's feelings. The only thing that you need to do is embrace you and this new path that you're on, and let that comfort and joy and security and self-awareness radiate. I do think that once you start standing in your own power, the people who are not for you are going to be naturally repelled. They're not even going to try. There might be a few stragglers that are going to try and convince you that you're wrong. You're not. And you'll know that because it's going to feel good to you. And that joy is going to come out of your pores. It's going to come out of your mouth. You'll be able to see it in your eyes that you are in this place of contentment with yourself. And only then can you extend that to the people who are worthy. So that's what I got for you, Libras. If you like this, please subscribe, share, all of that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one.